Injection chambers that can release the necessary chemicals. Emergency formula consistent on the control panel. Each formula precisely.
My name's Ozzy, the art department coordinator for Spider-Man, and this is where the Sam's creative vision and Neil's design vision come together for the movie. A lot of the portions of New York have been very meticulously kind of studied and looked for by Neil and by Sam and our location scouts, and a lot of them are being designed primarily from scratch, but with a lot of inspiration from the New York architecture that's there now.
I think too is like because we see Spider-Man up against like buildings and like an architectural element that you'd see from the street would be really small, but when Spider-Man is up against it, all of a sudden it's like a huge detail. So you get to see kind of architecture in a way that you would normally see from the street.
We just need to come up with a look, and the construction is the one who figured it out how to hold it together.
Yeah, we just get to draw kind of what it's supposed to look like and not worry about the mechanics of it and how it's put together and that sort of thing. Plus it's sort of immediate gratification for us because we get to draw it and then get to go to the stage and see it like within just weeks. You know?
Then it gets destroyed in 3 days after shooting.
As you can see, this is what we call full-scale detail.
Yeah, I'm working on the Osborn mansion, the Green Goblin house. This is going to be the fireplace on his living room. It's going to be his main room, like the living room, all the wood paneling, get totally detailed, the columns, like one by one, everything to the last molding. Sometimes, you know, you're drafting a building and some part of the building have to stick out farther out or had to be bigger or had to be in a certain shape to accommodate Spider-Man landing on it.
You'll be able to see parts of New York and POVs of New York that you would have never seen before because of the things that Spider-Man does and the positions
places he goes. It's like
yeah.
all the places you were looking at from the street that you wish you could go see and go sit on that nobody ever has been able to do.
The team that Neil has assembled for the art department, we pretty much keep it like a family. We're very kind of close with each other, and it's a very personal kind of a team. Rather, sometimes in these big pictures, you have such a big art department, it becomes very impersonal. And I think we've been able to maintain great communication between the departments.
That for sure. Yes,
Yeah.
we've had a lot of fun.
Please join me in welcoming the cast and filmmakers of Spider-Man. Director of Spider-Man, Sam Raimi.
It's a great chance to make it visually interesting and exciting and still work with a great caliber of actor on a really fine script with a great character. It's really a film director's dream to make a picture like Spider-Man. This set that we're on right now is supposed to be a New York rental hall, where a professional wrestling group has set up for a few nights stand. Peter Parker comes here to use his powers to win some money, because in the first act he's quite an irresponsible fellow.
And now, our very own Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire.
I think I can especially relate to Spider-Man, that side of my character, because I feel like a superhero in general in my life. No, I think he's a great character, and one of the main themes, which is with great power comes great responsibility. And
Sam talked me through the film, and I loved the way he talked about it in such incredible psychological terms. I also liked how he talked about the relationship with Norman and his son.
I'm searching for love from him that he will not give, and I can't satisfy his demands, and I think it's very pertinent to this day and age. There's so many problems between children and parents.
I think of my role in this movie as Norman Osborn first, and the Green Goblin grows out of an aspect of Norman Osborn.
The way the script and the comic books, she had a very rough childhood, and she's always had to put up many masks. I'll be able to relate, as much as I can. I always try to connect emotionally, of course, to my character.
I'm going to be a redhead, don't worry. Yeah, of course. I wouldn't want to upset any Spider-Man fans.
as far as like people's expectations, I'm not too concerned. I put all that responsibility onto Sam.
Guys and girls who read Spider-Man comic books are so into the outrageous movement that Spider-Man generates as he swings through these tremendous arcs. It demands a much more visceral camera style, I think.
I think that the basis of this movie, as Sam has stated, is having its feet in reality, so that what we're doing is extending from a real experience, a real person, into a world that's hyper-real. We'll break the limits, but you won't be able to tell where.
Everybody in this movie is in it for the passion and for being a part of history of the greatest character ever been conceived.